Are you currently trying to lose weight but struggle? Are you stuck at the same stubborn 30 pounds, maybe even 10 pounds, maybe even 5 pounds, and you just really have no solutions? Maybe you've tried every single diet and you're not sure as to what diet works for you. You kind of feel like giving up. Well, then this video is for you, because in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can lose weight fast and how you can implement all of these tips in today's video, because I completely get it. I remember being stuck at, I think I only had to lose 30 pounds, and it took me 3 years until I discovered a specific method that was actually keeping me consistently losing weight every single day, and that's the method I'm going to share with you today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Avi Unfiltered, international best-selling author of the Power of Why book. I wrote chapter 3 where I shared my story. I'm also an international speaker. I am the holistic health coach, spiritual healer, and founder of the 12-week Eat Stress Away program, where I help professional women get rid of their stress in 90 days through nutrition, lifestyle, and spirituality, utilizing my 6-step Eat Stress Away method. So when I was stuck at 150 pounds, I would say, how long ago was this? I would say 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and that's actually when I discovered this 6-step method that I do and I teach with all my clients to keep the weight off of them. And I was stuck at like wanting to lose 30 pounds it took me 3 years to do that, because I was just stuck in this mindset, and mindset is everything. If you're stuck in the mindset that you can't lose the weight, that it's completely impossible, it will be impossible. So what I discovered and what I was doing, the number one thing that I noticed that I was doing that was keeping the 30 pounds on me was trying to lose 30 pounds. That's it. I was trying to lose 30 pounds, and you may be thinking, what is she talking about? Well, if you have the mindset that you have all of this weight to lose, you're more likely to self-sabotage, and that's what I did. 30 pounds seemed like a lot to me, and the reason why it seemed like a lot to lose is because I had no solutions to my problems. You know, I was dealing with food addiction. I didn't want to give up my favorite foods. You know, so when it was time to lose 30 pounds, I'd find myself eating more, because subconsciously I didn't think I could do it. So it was an adverse effect. Complete opposite results. You know, I kept the 30 pounds on me. I never lost anything. And so that's what actually kept it on me. And so I actually developed this method that I'm going to teach you right now. So you definitely want to write this down. So the first method that I discovered was, instead of thinking, because psychologically your brain and your thoughts play a significant role in weight loss, in everything in life. If you say you can't do anything, or if a molehill seems like a mountain to you, it will forever be a mountain, and it will feel like fucking Mount Everest all the time. So that's what was happening with me. But this method that I started to do was, instead of focusing on I have to lose 30 pounds, I said I want to lose 30 pounds, but how can I get there? So I worked backwards. It's simple math. You know, I saw that in order to lose 30 pounds, you're obviously not going to lose that in a week unless you're heavily overweight and you're holding on to water, which I've seen in people who have been like 300 pounds and 400 pounds. They've lost easily 20 pounds in a week of water and things of that nature. So what I did is I was like, I can lose 2 to 3 pounds a week, right? So that's the first step you want to do, is focus on how much you can lose in a week, okay? So then what I did was I was like, okay, I know I can lose 2 to 3 pounds, but here comes the how. And here comes the why did you gain it? So that's the next thing you want to look at, is why did you gain the weight in the first place? I remember being 127 for the longest time, and then I shot up to 168, and I'm just like, when did this occur? What happened here? And what I actually noticed was I was heavily stressed. So that was me getting to the root of it. it. I was heavily stressed, and then I was depressed over something else and various things that were happening in life, you know, whether it was me not being able to, I developed a food addiction, a horrible one, back in 2014, and up until like 2017, it really played a role in how I thought psychologically. It really took rewiring for me to do. So I had to sit there and uncover where the stressor was. And when I discovered that was actually the turning point for me, because I kind of broke free from that stress. My stressor was being pressured in terms of building my business, not knowing what my purpose was, doing way too many things, and you know, I was spreading myself too thin, working with people who stressed me out, and so I developed a horrible food addiction, and it just spiraled. I was eating 2 jars of peanut butter, as I've mentioned in one of my videos, which I will link in the description box below. So you'll have it. You'll see my journey of how I lost 50 pounds. And that's what I did. Once I got to the root of it, I was able to propel forward. So do that method. So that's step 1. And then you want to discover what caused you to, you know, eat certain foods and get there. The third way that you can lose weight fast is by not following these popular diets, whether it's keto, whether it's Herbalife, whether it's the detox teas and the shots that people are doing, because you're not getting rid of your food addiction. It's not helping you. You don't know the nutrition and the science behind this, and that's why I don't agree with these popular diets. You know, keto is void of antioxidants, is void of phytonutrients. It's high in heterocyclic amines, which are carcinogens. I was about to say carcinogenic compounds. They are carcinogenic compounds, and they cause, you know, cancer. Your cells need oxygen. If they're not getting oxygen, then you're producing, you know, oxidative stress, which is why people age, which is why people hold on to weight, which is why people are backed up. You know, it's horrible for your digestion as well. Things that are like high so-called animal protein, you're not getting what the body needs. You're not getting all of the nutrients that you would if you were to get it from a high plant-based diet. You know, I'm not telling anyone to go vegan. I mean, if you still love eating animal flesh and seafood, then that's your decision. But I would say make the bulk of your diet to be plant-based. And when I say plant-based, I'm not saying eat celery and carrots and things of that nature. I'm saying you want to make sure that you're eating, like you can make, like I said, you can make bean burgers, you can make burritos, you can still make pizza. Instead of using white flour, you would use coconut flour or almond flour. You can still practically have what you were eating before. And I think that's what people don't realize. You know, when you are dieting, which is another tip, when you're dieting, you're less likely to lose the weight and keep it off, because you're restricting calories and you're more likely to binge eat. So that's another reason. So in order to lose weight fast, don't deprive yourself of any of your favorite foods. You want to look for replacements. You know, if you like donuts, look for a healthier replacement. I make donuts still, and I still lose weight because when you have all of the micronutrients that the body needs and it needs to break down. See, a lot of times when people think of donuts, they think of butter, they think of sugar, they think of oil, they think of all of these crappy things that hold weight on you, right? You know, sugar is bound to hold weight on you, stored in your fat stores. That oil, which lacks fiber, lacks all of the lacks antioxidants. Again, as I've stressed before, you're made up of trillions of cells, so it lacks all of the things that the body needs to actually lose the weight. That's actually good for digestion, that actually supports your lymphatic system and cleanses your lymphatic system. This is why it's so great to have foods that are high in water content, and berries and melons, and like I said, plants. And I'm not saying plants are like these bland foods. You can make things with it. So back to the donut that I was saying, That's what I'm saying. You could use so many different things instead of that, like I said, that white flour that they're using and that heavily processed flour. You can be using, like I said, coconut flour or cashew flour or almond flour. There's various things. Instead of sugar, you can use, fruits that sweeten it, whether that's dried fruit or whether that's, date sugar, that they use from dates. You could personally make your own date sugar at home. Or anything. Instead of frying the donut, maybe use an air fryer, maybe use a dehydrator, maybe put the oven on low, maybe bake them instead, especially if you're just starting out. So the idea is not to take away your food that you absolutely love. It's to make it healthier. It's to support your overall health. We live, like I always say, we live inside our bodies, and if you're not giving your body the nutrients that it needs, you're not going to, live a prosperous life. So that's another way to lose weight fast, is to focus on the micronutrients. And when you focus on the micronutrients, as I always say, you're focusing on the macronutrients too, because there's no way that there's no fat, carbs, and protein in veggies or beans and nuts and seeds. You're gonna get a lot of your protein if you are concerned about protein in your beans, nuts, and seeds, okay? Protein is good, but it's not it shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus should be to make sure you are getting all of the nutrients, okay, that the body needs to break down. And I'll give you a simple tip, if the food you're eating is higher in nutrients than calories, you are more likely to lose weight. This is actually what I teach people. I teach another method that is obviously private because they signed up for my program. In my 12-week Eat Stress Away program and in my nutritional coaching program, that's one of the modules where I show you an equation that shows you, the nutrients versus the calories. A lot of people are eating empty calories from bags of chips and things like that. So this is another tip that I'm giving you, is to eat the foods that are high in nutrients, because the reason why so many people gain weight is because you're eating foods that are and have empty calories, contain empty calories. If you eat a bag of Cape Cod chips, you're more likely to eat another bag of Cape Cod chips and then still be hungry. Why? Because you're only getting a certain amount of nutrients from those chips, and they're high in oil. Again, oil is stripped of fiber. You need fiber, especially for your gut health, especially for your digestive tract, or you're gonna literally be full of ish, okay? You're going to be full of it, literally, because you're not gonna be able to digest. If you're not going to the bathroom after at least every meal, then you wanna definitely take a look at your diet and see if you're getting enough fiber, see if you're getting enough nutrients, okay? So that will also keep the weight on you. So you want to make sure that if you do crave chips or if you do crave something like that, you want to make your own, or you want to find one that's, probably, sweet potato, or if it is potatoes, you want to, like I said, make your own, maybe put some, kale powder with it, or spinach powder with some chipotle, or I don't know how you want to do it, or maybe just not eat the chips, or if you do have them, eat them with the salad or eat them with the soup, or make like a dipping sauce that has like a guacamole sauce, which has avocado and onion. So you are getting all the nutrients, and you're more likely to be satiated. A lot of times when you eat foods that are high in empty calories, you're not going to be satiated, and this will cause you to be leptin resistant. I was leptin resistant, I would say, how long has it been? It's been about 6 years, and that's a bitch and a half, okay? Just let me tell you, it causes you to eat all day, because what's happening is your gut and your brain are constantly telling each other, we're hungry, I'm hungry, feed me, feed me, feed me. You're constantly eating throughout the whole day. So you think you're gonna lose weight? Absolutely not. So the fastest way to lose weight is to focus on getting all of the nutrients, letting your body break it down, digest it, okay? So these are all my tips on how you can lose weight fast. Make sure you are subscribed, you like, you share this. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful and you loved it. Share it with someone who's struggling to lose weight and has no clue why. And also comment below and let me know if you're currently struggling with losing weight, and let me see how I can help you. So I hope this video was helpful to you, Loverly Peacefuls, and I will see you next week. And a PS quickly before I get off this video, I usually post videos every Wednesday. I had a moving day yesterday. I'm in a brand new place, so I will not, I did not have a video posted, so it's getting posted today. So thank you for staying subscribed. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you next week.